got here today? Jonah? Got the winter beard going?
Yeah, well, I've had this going. I haven't shaved in about 5 years.
I guess
But, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, just to start off, obviously, with Syracuse first and then Texas A&M, how pivotal of a week is this for this group?
I mean, I think it's big that we play well. I mean, it's hard to get these wins on the road at these places. I think we've got a chance, though. We're going to take them one at a time. So I haven't even looked at any Texas A&M film yet. But the Syracuse one, I mean, they've got three really good players that are scoring it at a high level, but they're not that deep. And then outside of those three scorers, they aren't getting much scoring elsewhere. So, I mean, we've got a shot. Obviously, it helps if you make some shots against the zone, and kind of talked to our guys today about defensive stops, fuel our transition game. Then you're not playing against the zone the entire game. So I think our defensive end is going to be huge, just so we can get out and run. And I mean, that zone's a bear. They recruit to it. So even some of those guys that aren't big-time scorers, they're recruited there for a reason. They're long and athletic, and they make that zone tough to score against. So if we can get some stops, get out in transition, it'd be good. But I think it's good for our guys to go against high-level competition, and I'm excited for our guys to be able to play these two games.
Touch a little more on the zone, if you will. I know you've seen it a little bit, throughout the year, maybe in years past too, throughout the conference. But what is it about their 3-2 zone that just?
Yeah, I mean, so Eastern, Rob Murphy was an assistant at Syracuse for a long time, and so Eastern's basically the copycat of Syracuse zone. So we've seen it once or twice a year, every year since I've been here. It's that when they're both good, and Syracuse obviously can recruit to it a little bit better than Eastern, but when Eastern's great with it is when they're got long wings and they just make it almost impossible to throw passes in the interior. And so I think their length in the zone makes it tough, and then they're active with it, and then that's all they do. So it's not like a team that throws a zone in, and they're 90% man and they throw a zone in for a few possessions and they're not good at it. Like they make the adjustments without you attacking it, because that's all they do. So they're good at it. It's what they do, and you're gonna have to make some shots. There's no way to beat it if you're not making a few shots. You can't be cold from three and beat that zone, I don't think.
Have you seen a lot of zone in the first 8 or however many games, and how have you played against that if you have?
You know what? We haven't seen a ton, and it's more like the teams that throw it out there when their man's not working and they just can't guard your man, so they try option B. We haven't played a team that strictly plays zone. We've done already against it. And shoot, if you look at our top 4 3-point shooters, CJ, Nick, Devontae, and Jeremy, they're shooting 40%. I totaled them up. Against Division I teams, they're shooting right at 40%. So if those 4 guys can come out and make 40% of our threes against Syracuse, I think we'll be all right.
Hey, do you look at any of the big picture stuff? You could get a win for an at-large resume, and it's a team in New York, recruiting. Is any of that on your mind going into a game like this?
I mean, it is when you schedule it right now, as we're prepping for it. No, just trying to figure out how to score a basket against the zone and how to get some stops. But, yeah, when you make the original schedule last year, it's great for our fans, our donors. Kids want to play in big games, and then obviously the Texas A&M game. We called everybody down in Texas close to Dallas to try to get CJ back close to home. So hopefully, he's not overexcited. Every time his mom comes up for a game, he's played about the worst game of the year. So I might tell his mom to just stay home, watch it on TV, and come hang out with him afterwards. But it's good. I mean, hopefully he's got a bunch of family coming to the game and stuff.
CJ, what's your take on being able to go back home and play ball?
I'm definitely excited for the opportunity. This is my first time playing in Texas for my collegiate career. But, like Coach said, I don't want to overthink it or anything. I just want to approach it like a regular game and play the right way, and good things will happen.
What's the mindset this week for you guys? Do you guys talk about, as players, what a win over Syracuse and one in a row, another win maybe over Texas A&M could do big picture for you guys?
My mindset this week, we just want to we don't want to overthink it. We just want to go out there and play as hard as we can, and hopefully we can pull off the upset or whatever. We just not overthinking it.
How do you gear? I know Coach said it's about making shots to try to beat the zone, but how do you guys mentally prepare for that grind, knowing that it is so smothering and so tough to penetrate and score?
Just like preparing for the game. We had practice today at 11. We had about 3 or 4 guys in the gym before it, like 30, 40, maybe an hour before it, getting up shots on the gun and things like that. So we just trying to get our jumper ready because we know we're going to have to shoot jumpers. And today in practice, the scout team was trying to simulate the zone and things like that, and we're just trying to find like the little things we can do to beat it.
Have you paid much attention to A&M during the year and how well they're doing? And I think they're number 1 in the RPI, or they were.
Are they?
At
I
some
didn't even
point.
know that.
Yeah, I have been paying attention to A&M, not because like we got them coming up. I got to like hear up and look at them and things like that. Just because I got pretty much all my friends on that team. Like I pretty much know everyone that's on that team.
You know a lot of guys down there?
Oh yeah, definitely. They have about 5 or 6 guys that's from the Dallas area. So yeah, I know a couple guys on that team.
How much are you looking forward to playing against them, seeing them down there?
Well, the main reason that I want to play against them, like you just said, they number 1 at RPI. It's not really anything like personal or nothing like that. I look forward to playing the big schools. You know, we play Cincinnati tough this year, and I mean, like we could play teams like Robert Morris and stuff, or the Central Penn and stuff like that. But I feel like this team really like gets battle tested when we play high level competition.
I think these are 2 of your final 3 games before conference play. Just what is the advantage of playing opponents like this as you get into that part of your schedule?
Yeah. You just really get to see what this team is about. You know, when we play teams like this, and you pretty much see everyone's best. Like sometimes guys' shot may not fall, but you do see their best effort out there when we playing teams that are like highly ranked and things like that. So you just the team gets battle tested.
Yeah, I think it's great with these 2 games, 2 out of the 3 going into conference. It's almost perfect. You play 2 that you really get tested, and especially like Syracuse really get you ready for Eastern Zone. And then A&M is one of the best teams in the country. So I don't think anybody you see in conference is going to be better than these 2 teams. So you play these 2, hopefully you come back, play, an NJIT and get your confidence going again. But you've had to play at an intense, high level 2 games heading right into conference. Hopefully they remember it. So I like the way the schedule ended that way.
You guys get much confidence from that Cincinnati game, even though you didn't win, but you played with them for most of the game?
Most definitely. Like going into it, we actually, like going into every game, but it was just something about that game. We just felt like we was gonna win it or whatever, and we was right there. But we came up short. But it definitely gave us confidence because we too feel like we got 4 or 5 guys that can play at a high Division I and get some good minutes and good production and things like that. So, and then once you actually play those teams and you see, hey, we can do that, then you when you start playing like to lower competition, you have a lot of confidence.
How much is it with the hectic schedule with having to fly early out of Syracuse after the game and then you have to bus from Dallas to College Station? Like how big is that, just being able to handle all that and what that's
Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, ideally you jump on a charter and go straight in there the night after the Syracuse game, but it's not our budget right now. So, we got the early morning flight on. I mean, here's the thing. We knew I gave them last Wednesday off during finals, even though we didn't necessarily have to, knowing that we were going to go Thursday through Thursday straight. So we really haven't. We practiced pretty hard Thursday, the day after the game Wednesday off, and then it's been light practice Friday, game Saturday, really light Sunday, pretty light today, game. It's going to be almost like a walkthrough on Wednesday. Like we're just not going to exert a ton of energy in practice Wednesday. So we know that, the travel is going to wear them out, the sleep. We're going to get down there, get them to the hotels, let them relax a little bit, and then, we don't play till the next night. So I think, and they know after that they get to go home for Christmas. They'll have 4 days off. So hopefully they talk about emptying the tank. They can empty the tank in that A&M game knowing that they don't have to do anything for the next 4 days.
So
How-
are you gonna stay down in Texas for the holidays? You need to come back?
Yeah. After the game, I'm gonna ride back with my parents.
Most of our guys are flying home from Dallas. They're not coming back to Buffalo.
How challenging is it then to prepare for them? You know, you only have like a day and a half coming out of that Syracuse game to get ready.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, they're talented. Robert Williams, that was, didn't expect to be playing against him, to be honest with you. He was supposed to go to the draft and be a lottery pick. So, I mean, our video guys got all the work done for them. So as soon as the Syracuse game done, the coaches, we may not get any sleep that night. Like, then we'll sit down and look at all the Texas A&M stuff that the video guys got ready. But yeah, for the players, we'll have the flights. We put all the scouting reports and the video and everything on an app that they have on their phones, so they can look at it on their phones on the flights and stuff. And then we'll get down there and meet. And we'll have the one, once we get down in there Wednesday, and then Thursday morning walk through, and then we got to play. So again, it's not ideal, but NCAA tournament, you got one day between. It's similar to that. You just have the travel involved with it too.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming
Thank
out.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.